MedSpa face. That generic look of an overfilled, over-frozen face. I know you all know it. It's that point where people start all looking the same. They start not looking young, they just look even older, or this ageless form of an overly treated and injected person. So where does MedSpa face come from? It comes from the over-commoditization and over-injection of the MedSpa culture that we live in. A culture where there is such a thing as too much and too often of a good thing. Injectables are great. Injectables are not going anywhere, but people are now finally developing a healthy fear of injectables because injections, particularly fillers, don't lift skin. They can volumize, they can fill, they can smoothen, but eventually you just start stretching tissue, and plastic surgeons have been talking about this for a long time. Eventually the skin stretches. Things do become a law of diminishing returns with all types of injectables, which is why we start transitioning patients, often in their late 30s to late 40s, to injectable sparing technologies. We do things like therapy, thread lifting, M-face, and even the newer microcoring L-core. We can shift, we can lift, and we can eliminate skin non-surgically. And these are things that can be accomplished without having to over-inject anybody. And that doesn't mean people will stop doing Botox and fillers. There's still always going to be a place for it. But it's often sometimes in your 40s that we have to change that game. Otherwise, we start looking like MedSpa face. Now, can MedSpa face be reversed? Fortunately, most of the fillers we use in modern day are hyaluronic acid based. We can use substances like hyaluronidase, which melt fillers. Once we melt down the filler, and there's just as much of an art to melting and removing filler as there is to placing it, once we're able to subtract rather than add, that's when we make a game plan for injectable sparing technologies. Again, doing too much of one particular thing is going to give you more of a generic overdone look. And that, my friends, is MedSpa face.